Hey guys, it's me, it's the corrupted prevail, playing Dungeons and Lesbians. Let's hope we don't fail. Not played this before, but hopefully it's fun. Come on, let's start, everyone. Hi, corrupted it, and we're playing a game called Dungeons and Lesbians. I don't know, but yeah. Hello, hero. It's good to see you. You will enter a world of swords and sorcery where giant lizard things think thievery and regicide is a good idea. Wait a minute, you've read this already. I started this game briefly and then I was like, I should do a video. But I literally only got to like the first tiny bit. So, confession. I started it to see what it was. And then I stopped it immediately. I don't regret anything, it's fine. So this is my character. She's cool. So now I need to name myself, so corrupted. Ba-ba-da-bum. I am she/her. Thank you for welcoming me. I feel very welcomed in this world. The thing is, the world has always been one that longs for a hero. What's a hero? Someone who fills the world with change and splendour, with courage and love in their hearts. But remember, a hero isn't one person. No man is an island, or so they say. I might recommend for you to build up your relationships, be in touch with your heart so you can touch others. In other words, be as gay as your heart desires, you funky little lesbian. You're getting what you paid for. Venture thus onto the world and let your heroic tales unfold. Up. Level. You've arrived. Oh, heck yeah, final boss! Okay, let's join in. Heck yeah! Don't copy me, you nerd! That's a voice for, I don't know which character that is. Alright, shut it, it's my turn, I mean. Elena's gotta continue. Thanks, Raffi. So, you come to the end of your journey. Flames roar all about you, trapping you in a cage of heat and noise. Unnaturally high for your run-of-the-mill forest fires. Those ain't no ordinary flames, they're magic ones cast by a very evil sorcerer, yes. The one in front of you right now. You mere fools! You are foolish fools to think you could ever defeat I, Prozac the Powerful! The very evil sorcerer cackles, raising his staff high to the sky at your obvious defeat, or so it seems. Hold it, fiend! A literal knight in shining armour, the tank of your party rises, basically blinding you in her glory. For eons thou reigned, eons of terror, the innocent of this land into a reign of terror. Well, no more! My trusty fellow allies of trust shall vanquish thee! Her heart-rending speech strikes a chord in all your hearts. You, her trusty ally of trust, cannot simply stand mutely mute. It says mutely mute. Yeah. I crawl foe, for too long have God's mercy kept thee on this land. Thou shalt taste foolish fool as thou, failing stuff. What eloquent words! As expected of a bard, inspired by your poetry, the remaining member of your party too scrambles to a stand. With newfound unfamiliar valiantness, she points an accusing finger at the very evil sorcerer. Determination burning in her eyes, she opens her mouth, capturing the full attention of the enemy. I have no heart in this, I'm actually just in it for the money. In fact, she offers 10 gold to attack your party instead. Silence reigns across the dungeon as the sorcerer ponders the business offer. So, I can either throw my dank guitar at the sorcerer, or our friend. Let's go for the sorcerer because I don't know who we're going to want to date yet because we don't know much about these people. So hopefully that will give us kind of a balanced playing field with everyone still, is a kind of thing. So, you, a brilliant strategist, devise perfect plans that you execute immediately. That guitar smashes into smithereens on the very evil sorcerer's head. You gained 10 plus punk. You also shed a single tear for Dankatar's sacrifice. The very evil sorcerer falls to his knees. Now it's just time for the final blow. The paladin raises her brave sword, the hunter her bow. And you have nothing after smashing your Dankatar, so you don't really do anything. With a flash of blinding light, the evil ruler of this land is no more. Finally, the evil has been defeated. The dungeon is quiet. The roaring of the magical flames extinguished along with your sorcerer's defeat. The adventure, the quest you've all spent together, is over. The land shall suffer under his iron fist of cruelty no more. Thinking that should clear your hearts, but for some reason, you feel a sense of emptiness within you. Have you ever felt that sense that something is missing? Like there's a hole inside of you have to fill? This empty feeling. You know what it is. Hunger. What? What? I don't remember what voice it was. Gwen. I'm gonna nod knowingly. We're taking a break, I want sandwiches. I'm gonna forget what voice I did for anyone. Ignoring your friend's protest, that your GM strolls leisurely to her kitchen. Same. This D&D session can't really continue without her here, so you just stew in silence. Well, I was getting a bit tired. It's due for a break. Ugh. Having become interested in D&D lately, you and your friends have been pretty into this nerd crud. Speaking of, what if you decided to name your character? Give your character a very cool name. I could do my actual D&D character's name. Why not? Yeah, no, you actually named your character Sir Swaggerballs. Fair enough. That's a cool name. Now that's what I'm talking about. Anyways, you suddenly get a very particular and strong desire to introduce your friends to yourself. You wonder briefly why ever you would feel this urge, as someone familiar with them already, but whatevs. Okay, let's think about the paladin. So, Raffi's the paladin. She's very sweet. She's the sweetest girl you ever met. Once she gave you an entire bowl of sweets. Sure, it was a bowl mixed with M&M Skittles and tiny rocks that looked like sweets, but it's the thought that counts. Okay, she's a bit ditzy. Let's think about the hunter. The hunter is run by the gremlin over there. Okay, the gremlin makes me think, kind of person. Her name is Gwen and she's small. Well, small people are great. We might go for the small one. We'll make a decision. You have a long, deep-seated desire to throw down with her once and for all. She is your sworn enemy, which would make her a good girlfriend. Okay, what about Lena? She just went to the kitchen. She's what you call cool and aloof, maybe a bit of a mum friend since she got her own place, and that's where you're at now. She always chides us for leaving milk out in the open. You also suspect she's secretly a genius. Interesting. Okay, what about this guy? That's Jim. Oh, that's Jimothy. Just another ordinary boy. Say hi to Jimothy? Yeah, sure. You say hi, inwardly hoping your thoughts reach his ordinary heart. It totally did. Okay, let's continue. You return to your boring life full of not introducing. In your stupor, you realise most of your friends have moved off to different sides of the room, eager to explore Lena's new house. Okay, so it's a new house. Let's go say hi to Gwen. I forgot her. No, I wanna approach. I'm a bit stupid sometimes, so. If you think you've beaten me, what's her voice? If you think you've beaten me with your sick-ass guitar smashing, you're wrong. What an annoying brat. Let's keep going. Okay, she's just gonna say the same thing, so let's return. Let's go see Raffi. What are you doing? Oh, nothing yet. Say, have you watched Infinity Wars yet? No. Captain Iron dies. You no longer want to make small talk with Raffi. Okay, let's see Lena in the kitchen. What you doing? Making sandwiches. Wanna help? You help out, Lena, then hang out with the others within your break time. Help out? Yeah, we'll help out. You start helping out. What a nice house guest you are. You decide to criticize Lena's pants to even it out. I've said this already, but your pants are terrible. Hey, my house, my rules. She gives a cool shrug. It's so cool. The room temperature instantly falls by 10 degrees Celsius. Damn, maybe she secretly is a genius. Or by her sheer coolness. You only realise after a while the sheer number of sandwiches you're making. Whoa, that's a lot. It's for everyone too. That's really nice of you. Lena looks a little pleased as she finishes up the stack of sandwiches. I'm not really. I just used I'm just used to taking care of my twin brother. I was always the more mature one. No wonder. I'm kind of curious what you were like as a child, actually. I have pictures. I'll show you if we have time. Okay, so. I'll take the sandwiches to the table. Could you help me put the milk back in the fridge so the milk babies don't die? What? You know, the milk babies. They die out if you don't put them back in the fridge. That's why the milk tastes bad when you leave it out, you know? Lena chides you gently as she leaves, you in abject confusion and more confusion. Milk babies? Could it be Lena's dumb? No way. No way, you say, but the mystery nags at your mind. There's no way she's actually not smart, right? Mystery of Lena. Added. Okay, let's say hi to Jimothy. You call out to Jimothy, he's watching TV. Hey! Hi. Jimothy goes back to whatever brain-rotting program he's watching. Let's go see if we can, like, spend the break with Gwen, because I think I like her the most. Gwen is fiddling on her phone, furiously typing something. You vaguely catch some photos flash past her screen. You have time to sit down and figure out what she's doing before hanging out with the others within your break time. Should I just do that? Yeah. Gwen glares at you, or stare curiously. You can never really tell. As soon as your eyes glance over, the phone screen turns black. Ugh. How dare she try and protect her privacy by turning her phone off? What was that? It's nothing. Go back to being a nerd. You're the nerd. I'm not a nerd, you're the nerd. You are. Your face is nerdier, nerd. Rafi's the... Stop yelling, you two! We just finished playing D&D, you both are nerds! Under Rafi's infinite wisdom, you enter a grudging truce. I can't believe you smashed your guitar. It was your dank guitar. You gently corrected the correct term is dank guitar. Anyways, didn't you love that thing? It was worth it. I mean, I guess. You still stole my XP. That's why I'm so mad about it. Sure thing, Gwen. Gwen opens her mouth to say more, but is distracted by a ping on her phone. This is your chance. You may be a complete idiot with 2 remaining brain cells, but you do have a sharp eye for chances. What are you even looking at? Gwen raises her head in a daze. Cryptids? What? Nothing, go away! As Gwen rejects further conversation, the question nags at your mind. Could it be Gwen has a relation to cryptids, or... Mystery of Gwen, added. Okay, I'm done talking to people. Just as you figure you're done talking to your friends, a wild Jimothy appears. You briefly wonder if this is how wildlife encounters feel. Hey! Jimothy just nods back. You realise you don't know anything about Jimothy. He's always there when you come over to Lena's house. Lena just introduced him as Jimothy when you first met. You would think he's her lover or whatever, but Lena's about as straight as a ruler. A bendy ruler. And to be honest, you've always been too afraid to ask. Do you ever smile? Jimothy takes the sudden question surprisingly well. No. I smiled once when I was younger. It sucked. You don't know how to answer that, and Jimothy speaks no more. Now that Jimothy's silent, you start to reflect by yourself. That is a brilliant image. Today's been real fun, but talking to your friends has given you something you've become really, really curious about. You want to figure out? I want to figure out the mystery of Gwen. Well, you guess to do your best to figure that out. Your inner monologue is interrupted by Lena's voice, and also a pile of sandwiches. We've already passed where I got up to, by the way, just to clarify. So, everyone get your asses here, intermission's over. With everyone in tow, you shamble over. You realise this is a good chance to ask something. Wait, I have a question. Who is he? He's my bitch. Lena turns to Jimothy on the couch. Get me 3 glasses of beer. No. Lena turns back. This incident will not be remembered by history. So instead, the Game Master clears her throat. As her words fill the space of the room, everyone feels themselves transitioning into the fantasy land of their creation. Oh, and the sandwiches? They're delicious. It's finally over. No, it's finally over. The land is free. You're free. From this heavy burden the world has placed upon your shoulders. No more innocent blood shall be shed. No more civilians shall cry for mercy. The evil sorcerer has been felled. As you emerge from the dungeon cave place thingy, you shield your face against the blinding light of the sun. Wait, wasn't it night? You realize the blinding light is the light from torches of soldiers here to capture you. Turns out, murder is illegal. What?
We killed a bad guy! I mean, we vanquished an evil foe for justice!
Hey, get out of my face! According to the law, murder is illegal. But ruling a land with evil sorcery and threats isn't.
Curse outdated laws created for those in power that make no sense in application.
Luckily, you haven't been discovered yet. I'm going to sneak away. You roll for stealth. Roll. You rolled 19. Woo! Okay, I think I'm fine. We should be fine. The god of dice has smiled upon you. You have successful. With a not evil grin upon your face, you successfully evade the law. You probably commit tax fraud too, you absolute criminal. A murder charge upon your name, you managed to sneak away. Ah, crap. I, Jimothy, the commoner, sees criminals trying to get away. Alerted by a nameless commoner, the soldiers immediately zero in on you and your friends. As the soldiers cast a sleeping spell on you, the last thing you see is Jimothy. I'm sorry, Lena's friends. You know I had to do it to him.
Why is he here?
I wanted to feel included. I let him. Because I'm the game master. Curse the almighty power of the game master, there's absolutely nothing you can do. Moving on. You all wake up in prison. You all also curse Jimothy. Your Grey Master kindly reminds you that stabbing Jimothy is not allowed. We need to break out. You wholeheartedly agree. Unfortunately, without your trusty dank guitar, you feel a little down as a bard. But your line of bards were born to be free. In fact, you couldn't wait even 9 months to be one. You came out in 7. Everyone tells you that's not a good thing. Is a hater and should be ignored. So, think of a plan. So, examine surroundings. That's dumb. That's dumb. Examine your surroundings. Ah, not a bad idea. You turn to the wall. An ominous skeleton is chained to the wall, implying the doom you may face if you don't hurry the heck up. Let's examine the wall. You move the skull a bit to find a crack on the wall. Guys! I have an idea. What was my idea? Oh, okay. No, that's not me, that's the game master. The guard returns, finding the wall smashed. Bob, the emotional support skeleton in pieces, and the 2/3 of you literally on fire. He slowly backs away. Another guard appears to witness your state, tearfully vowing to avenge Bob, the emotional support skeleton. She escorts you. A place you've never been before and never should have been, that is. A low voice suddenly emerges from a nearby cell as you pass it. Hands bound, you strain to hear it. Remember to keep your wits about you, heroes. This will be your worst trial yet. Take my advice to your hearts if you still have one, for I am Jimothy. This game isn't that bad so far. I don't really know what's happening, but I'm up for going with it. So, okay, break time. Jimothy? Hi, I wanted to be included again, and I let him. Again. What, you got a problem, huh? What you gonna do about it? Cassis, the GM has ultimate power and you cannot defy her. Also, someone come to the store with me to buy drinks. I wanna come. Let me come with you. Someone's got to stay to watch the house and Jimothy disappeared for some reason. Time to take the bullet like a big damn hero. I'll stay behind, I don't want to move anyways. Really? Well then I'll let you pick whoever here to go with you. Ah, bless the undefiable power of the GM. Quick, pick someone you want to stay home with. Stay with Gwen.
Oh! So cute. Guess it's you and me, Lena.
Don't burn down the house.
You request them to buy you a Pepsi Zero. They refuse, so you vow to curse them with your dying breath.
As the door closes behind you, your friends, you inch closer to Gwen. Hey. Hey, nerd. She squirms a little, already fiddling with her phone. Kids these days. A familiar sight is on her phone that you can't exactly figure out what it is. This is your chance to figure out her mystery. You sneak closer, much to Gwen scowling as you put on your cutest, most adorable face. It's hard to tell since you don't have eyes, but biological components are here. Gwen makes a weird face at you, noting it's not one to discuss at the very least. You press on. Will you tell me what you were reading, pretty please? Gwen glances at her phone, then to you, then to the phone again. And she mumbles something and you lean in to catch her. Tits. Huh? Titties? I was looking at cryptids. Huh? Somehow you feel you should have expected something like this. That's... As you mull over it, you begrudgingly accept something. Actually kind of cool. At that, Gwen's eyes shine brighter than 10,000 watt light bulb. Cryptid hunting is the occupation with the highest esteem. In fact, Gwen looks around suspiciously, then strains a height to reach your ears. Her breath tickles. Let me send you something. She fiddles with her phone, and yours pings with multiple messages with image attachments. Have you heard of local cryptid? The dingus? You have not? You pretend you have. It's extremely rare, you know. Catching the dingus in action, they're like really fast. But I caught it on tape. The tape she was referred to turns out to be a shaky picture on her smartphone. The creature in the photo shines unnaturally in the darkness of its surroundings. An actual cryptid? Behold, the dingus. You look closer. Something about that dingus looks familiar. The cryptid looks suspiciously like one of your friends. But would Raffy sneak around at, like 3 AM in the morning just to catch Gwen off guard? Actually, she would. So I think the true dingus sheds its head once in a while. I mean, look! She sends the next photo. That, on the other hand, looks like a photo taken of a lone, crouching figure with the same owl-like shine in their eyes. In their hand is a can of some cheap Japanese beer brand as they slink into the darkness of the bush behind McDonald's. You wonder what it is with McDonald's and this, cryptid. That's where I've been hiding out with Lena after my first encounter, and it worked. I got a bunch more photos since the stakeout. Then your phone starts ringing frantically with 142 messages she sent to you. You realise more and more semblance of the cryptid to Lena drinking a beer. Why is she drinking a beer behind a dumpster at McDonald's? The hunt's been like super lucrative since I started the dynasty count though. Lane is pretty useless. She keeps leaving once in a while and the cryptids always appear when she's gone. Maybe it's true that dingus only shows themselves as solitary presences. Oh, dingus, I'll get you one day. On one hand, you wonder if you should tell her. On the other hand, this is literally the sweetest expression you had and ever will have seen. You don't think you've seen this side of Gwen before. This level of enthusiasm seems to make her sparkle almost. It's a silly thought. Still, it's really nice seeing her so excited about something. You want to see it more. At least, that's another silly thought you have. You notice Gwen's flickering gaze at you. Hey, corrupted? Thanks, for being interested in this. We always pretend to fight and stuff, I guess, but I did always want to be closer to you, you know, and all this cryptid stuff, they're really important to me, I guess. Gwen has a shy but determined look on her face. I have trouble with being honest with everything. It's weird to say this, but it's true. When I like someone, it always feels like I'm chasing them and they're chasing me, and one of us will get tired out, always. I don't know why, I don't know how to stop. It's hard to talk to people about how I feel. It's weird, right? Sharing something I've always had an interest in really, and hunting cool things together side by side would be nice. It really would, wouldn't it? It's a sudden thought you have, a strange sort of epiphany as you share this moment with Gwen. You want to know more about the things she loves. You want to know more about the things she loves. About the kind of person she is deeper and deeper beneath. Gwen is suddenly scowling. You quickly try to hide how smitten you are. Gwen all of a sudden seems flustered. You know, maybe we could. Hey. Timothy scares the crap out of both of you. Gwen jumps away, face redder than ever, and bolts out. Now that you're alone, you also discover you were sitting a lot closer to her than you thought. You feel betrayed at missing the lack of distance as Gwen stays far away from you. You ran out of toilet paper. You also feel betrayed at how much you want to strangle Jimothy for interrupting. But you're not allowed to stab him, unfortunately. So instead, at an impasse, you just show him the photo of the dingus that looks suspiciously like Lena. Ah. When we were younger, my twin sister wanted to try drinking beer, and she's an idiot. I told her you couldn't drink beer if you were caught under a certain height, or if you're around people of that height. When she grew taller, I told her she could only legally drink at 3 AM in the morning because it was funny. I guess she felt like drinking when she was out with Gwen. Wow. Wait, twin sister? You remember Len telling you she had a twin brother. You also realised Jimothy's striking resemblance to Lana. You decide to pretend to have known this already. Soon after your internal turmoil, your friends return with food and a Pepsi Zero, even though disgust is evident on their faces. Nice. Curses shall not befall them in your dying breath. It takes a bit of a scuffle to return to each of your seats. Soon enough, though, the game master clears her throat. And it begins. The trial for the murder of the victim, Prozac, very evil sorcerer, McEvil, commences. The Queen Majesty herself is the judge. That! She's not a thought. She's a hard-working queen. What do you think, Sir Swaggerballs? If she breathes, she's a thought. Ignoring you, the judge picks up the gavel and knocks it against the stand. The trial commences! After the opening statements accusing you three of a heinous crime of murder, terrible, the prosecution calls the witness to the stand. If all your playthroughs of phonetic rights are to be believed, this is the bit where you can prove your innocence. Better keep your wits sharp, Sir Swaggerballs. The guard of the prison comes to the stand. As a guard to this kingdom, it's my duty to be observant, and obviously these criminals hate rocks. What? No, some of my best friends are rocks. When I found them, they were visually attacking a stone wall, and look what I found at the scene of the crime. They got hold of a rock. Somehow, you recognize it as one from the cave. Wow, I forgot to read that. We're gonna keep going. Hold up. I examine the rock. Oh my god. Why would you need to examine a rock? What if that rock is poisonous? What if touching it kills you? The choice of a lifetime dawns upon you. I'm touching the rock. You gently boop the rock wherever its knocky nose is. Nothing happens. You risked your life to disprove my theory? For me? I'm so touched. I mean disgusted! You intimately appreciate her appreciation for your boundless bravery. Wait! The court whispers amongst themselves. I realize this rock is crucial evidence that you're innocent! With a jolt, you realize what she's talking about. Quick, this is your time to help out! I'm just gonna go with that. Raffy shines a rare, approving smile in your direction. You beam. You hear Gwen tutting in the background. You see, sires, this proves exactly that our actions were justified self-defense. Please, look at this rock. The judge cranes and observes it. You've no idea what was up. Did the sorcerer somehow carve a written confession into it? Smooth? Is it not? The smoothness shows the sorcerer was in fact using the high magical powers to burn our surroundings to a full degree. Using the magic he was so proud of. But you can use fire magic. We just saw you try to explode out the prison. That is but a magic missile. As evidence, you can look in the cell we were just at. The rock should be jagged. What an amazing deduction. The court whispers amongst themselves until the judge bumps the gavel. Order in the court! Have you listened to both sides? It's very obvious the verdict is not guilty. You're free. You and your friends get charged with a small fine anyways, but victory and freedom is sweet. Congratulations, hero. Not only have you purged this land of evil and saved your friend's hides, you've also gotten scot-free of murder. And really, what more could a hero want? You celebrate joyously with your friends, wishing more than ever for your dank guitar so you can play a little happy tune. Sacrifices have been made, but it has been done. You have earned your happy ending. And today's campaign ends. Good job, guys. Thanks, Lena. That was fun, I guess. It's already late, huh? With a shock, you realise it's past midnight and how fortunate that you're the only one without a car. While you're calculating taxi fares, though, your friend's voice calls out to you. Hey, I'll drive you home. You're maybe a little surprised. Gwen hardly lets people in her car, at least not after the reversed ramen incident. Gwen refuses to meet your eye as she picks up her stuff and hurries you out to the door. You barely get a chance to say bye to the others. For the first few minutes on the way to the car park, it's tense silence. You peek a glance at Gwen's direction. So, thanks for joining us today. And talking to me about cryptids and yeah. Gwen obviously wants to say something else, so you wait patiently. I really hope we can keep hanging out more. Her words are sincere, you can't help but smile. Me too. Her face seems red, not to mention. Are you okay? Your hand's twitching weirdly. I have to be ready for cryptids. My hands are twitching with anticipation. You stare at her. Something doesn't seem right. Her hands are moving to you like she wanted to. Oh. You hold her hand. She grips back. Her hands are cold and clammy and totally gross, but the look on her face makes it all worth it. Hey, today while you were, at the table, I wanted to ask. Are you free this Saturday? I was thinking maybe we could go hunt the dingus. Just the two of us, I don't know. But not like that, it's a date, okay? You couldn't find any words. Hand to your chest, you managed to squeeze out some words. Wow, that's so romantic. She's answered the question already, you nerd. Let's see, yes, with 2 exclamation points. Ugh, what's wrong? Nothing. I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. As Gwen flashes you a rare, shy smile, you feel a little flutter in your chest. You think you're looking forward to it too. Hey Gwen? Yeah? Oh, why? I'll be the boogeyman to your closet. For some reason, Gwen, instead of looking at you with complete disgust, has a strange expression on her face. Hey Gwen? Will you let me kiss you? Huh? You're already stepping towards her, and Gwen doesn't move away. It's more of a lip graze on her cheek than a kiss. The faintest brush of intimacy still sears you with the heat. You look away fast, red-hot face threatening to burn you if both of you are ever caught each other's eyes. Your own hand feels clammy and totally gross now, but right now, Gwen shows no sign of wanting to let go. In fact, for what it's worth, you catch Gwen's own little smile. Ending, Gwen. And that was Dungeons and Lesbians. Hope you enjoyed that video. Like, subscribe, comment what you want to see next. Bye!